Oh, lovely. Just driving through the gates and seeing familiar faces, and just the people that are here that looked after me and stuff. It does feel like home.
We know your passion for Surrey, but does this place mean the world to you as well?
Oh, definitely. I've 9 very, very good years here, and as I said, coming through the gates and how people remember you and you remember them, and you just pick up where you left off. And these are people I haven't seen for a long time, but this is definitely a place that I look back fondly on, particularly with my playing days, but also the way they looked after me.
When you joined Warwickshire, did you think you'd have the career with the Bears that you did?
No, if I'm brutally honest, I was at that sort of stumbling block with where my career was going, and for me it was a case of Ashley Giles, Graham Welsh and Jim Troughton who sort of really grabbed me back as a cricketer. So that, from that point of view, I look at it and say I owe so much to them, but also I owe so much to Warwickshire to allow me to become the cricketer I was when I finished.
It was a pretty impressive group though, wasn't it? You had some really good teammates to play alongside.
Yeah, fantastic. A sign of a good team is a team that gets on well with each other, knows each other's games inside out, enjoys each other's success. We got on really well on the field, but not only that, it was off the field as well. And that obviously sort of showed in our performances and the way we went about things with cricket and winning trophies.
And a real experienced mix of players, wasn't there? There was internationals, there were players who should have been international, maybe not got the call. It was just a really strong group that obviously led to lots of trophies.
It was, yeah. I think you looked at it, it was pretty much an international lineup at one stage where you had some internationals as 12th man and 13th man. It was obviously harsh on them, but a sign of a good side is putting those players on the part to go and do the best for Warwickshire. And as I said, it was always a case that we enjoyed each other's success and understood what the goal was, and that fundamentally led to loads of trophies for us in the long run.
Any of those trophies stick out for you?
I think the championship in 2012, just solely because we went so close in 2011, and I remember we were down at the Ageas Bowl and we sort of sat in that dressing room having come so close, and Lancashire pipped us to the post, and it was a case of we go one better next year, and all that hard work pretty much started from that point. That 2011 season wasn't over, and we were already planning on what we're going to do in 2012 to win it. And yeah, to win the championship, it's so rewarding because the hard work that have been put into those games, and then when you get that trophy, it was fantastic.
How thrilled were you that you were then able to go on and win the Blast 2014, the One Day Cup in 2016? So you did the clean sweep. As I suppose when you left the club, that was the perfect way to end, wasn't it?
It was. I think it was a case of we were always competing on all fronts for trophies. I think at one stage we had 4 finals in the space of something like 7 years. I think Lord's finals. We were always thereabouts with T20 as well. And the one thing you want to do is you want to sort of create your own sort of legacy as a team, and then pass that on to the next guys that come through to obviously try and win trophies. So it's always a case of we leave the club in a better place when you move on, and I like to think that sort of happened when a few of us moved on from Warwickshire.
Yeah, they're certainly trying to impress now. They won the county championship, they're competing this year, won the North Group in the Blast. What have you made of Warwickshire and the Bears over the last few years?
Fantastic. I think it's obviously a different group. Going back to my sort of day, we were a little bit older, but again, fundamentally, you've got some younger guys coming through, and then within time, they're going to get that experience as well. But it's you see it out there. Like I've been doing some commentary today with the BBC, and you see how they sort of gel as a side. They have fun, and fundamentally, when you're enjoying yourself and with a smile on your face, you're going to produce your best cricket, and they're definitely doing that so far this season.
You secretly cheering for them? You secretly cheering for them?
Oh, always. It's one of those I always sort of look out for results. Yes, I was sort of born in the south and sort of come through the Surrey system, but as I said, Warwickshire, I owe so much to them as a club, and I do see them as still part of my sort of cricketing family.
And what are you up to now?
So I'm a head of cricket at an independent school in Surrey. Got my own cricket academy and doing a bit of commentary as well. So keeping very busy.
And cricket's still a very big part of your life?
Yeah, massive part of my life. Seeing them out there and warming up, I don't miss that side of it, which is always handy. People will say you're a long time retired and play for as long as possible, but I keep on getting that question, do you miss it? Not so much at the playing side, but I love coming and watching and seeing some of the young, exciting talent that's coming through in the county game, but also here at Warwickshire.
And on the commentary, are you critical of the catching? Because we know how good you were.
Yeah, no, every catch is a difficult catch. I try and be that sort of commentator that understands that it is a tough game, and try and, I sit on the fence a little bit, I suppose, with that.